a word of S. I should stop cussing. I really should stop cussing. You're gonna be a world of S. I think it's so stupid that you have to, censor yourself. I hate doing that. It's like shit. It's the word shit. Say it. Fuck, shit. Who gives a shit? But anyway, Diddy, it just doesn't look well. And no matter what, it's just like Cosby. I think he's breathing free air too. But nobody's looking for Cosby. He's not going to be developing any sitcoms. He's not going to be producing any films. He's not going to be on the internet, selling wares. Oh, we got 2 people, 1 like. Oh, okay. But that second person, whoever you are, you're not going to tell 2 other people who should tell 2 other people, and so on and so on and so on. You'll just sit with yourself, by yourself, saying, oh, let me watch this goofy guy talking about Diddy. I would appreciate it if you just told 2 other people, but don't tell 3 people. Just tell 2 people. Say, this is goofy guy with a black hat, black shirt, gold tie. He's real goofy, but he's got some perspective. He's got some ideas. If you just watch him, that'll help him out, Because I'm going back to vertical. This is just like draining. It's very draining to see 2 people and this long. When it's the vertical, it's like 7 people. I've seen this happen. It goes like 7 people, then it jumps to 20 people, then it jumps to 60 people, then it jumps to 80, 90, 100. I think I had 110 people, and that equated to like 90,000 people. So whenever you see this number, that's the exact number. Because like if it's 2 people, that means there's like 30 people in here when it's a vertical stream. I'm not complaining. I'm stating facts. I'm just telling like a lot of people won't tell. A lot of people aren't going to tell about that. The live streams, people want to look for you, want to find you. Thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching. I think I have 2 people in here, and I appreciate both of you. The both of you. Because I'm going to look back on these times and be like, I remember when there was only 1 person watching my show. Now I have 10 trillion people watching my show, because there's going to be trillions of people on the planet by then. That's not going to be possible, but not in my lifespan, But I can say there's going to be a billion people watching the stream, and there's going to be 24 billion people in the world, probably, or something like that. But anyway, Diddy. Ashley Parham seems like she's serious. I can't. This is what a jury's for. They weigh evidence. They see what's true, what can be proven. What is that line that Denzel said? It's not what you can see, it's what you can prove. What did he say, Denzel? It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. You want to go home tonight? You want to go home? You want to go home tonight? That's what he kept asking Ethan Hawke's character, Jake. Jake! This is how y'all gonna do me? This is how you gonna do me? Oh my God. So that's gonna be the issue. That's gonna be the issue there. To have, this specific amount of allegations and so many, pending criminal cases, he just went to a word of S. I'm trying to censor myself, okay? I let a few go earlier. I'm going to try to censor myself. He's going to be in a word of S. If you can figure out what S stands for, is he in a word of store? Is he in a word of snow? But Ashley Parham, I guess. She's claiming she opened up her mouth and said, "Look, you were responsible for Tupac's death, weren't you?" He just he goes into that puffy mode and gets real angry. It's like you know, Sean Diddy is Eric Bana or Eric Banner. Is it Eric Banner or Eric Bana? Eric Banner, I think it's David Banner. David. Yeah, David Banner. He goes from Diddy, he goes from Sean Combs to David and that's David Banner, and to Diddy, and that's the Hulk. He transforms right before your eyes. You're like, whoa, who is this guy? What is he doing? What's he about? So you just get a totally different understanding of who he is and what he's about. And allegedly, he violated this young woman with a TV remote. I mean, it seems like you can pinpoint and say, "Oh, if I say a TV remote, that'll stick," because that has stuck with all the media outlets. That's stuck with everybody. Oh, well, it was a TV remote. That's so specific. I mean, why would she lie about that? Who knows? I mean, why would anybody lie about anything? But the point is, evidence has to be presented. Do they still have the remote? Can it be relocated? I doubt it. But what is the case? You know, what are the facts? What is the truth? That's the whole kernel of all this. That's the whole centerpiece to all of this. What can be stated as facts? What can be stated as truth within this framework of ideals? What can be stated? What can be said that's proper and righteous and true? Ashley Parham seems serious, just like the other 120 people. Lil Rod, he's one of the people that say he was violated. It's real. It's like if Diddy had done all these things and said, "I'm guilty," you'd have been like, at least he's telling the truth. But he's like, "Nah, I'm not guilty," and you're like, let's look at the facts. That's all you can say. Look at the car facts. You know, how many car collisions has the car been in since it's been rolled off the lot? How much mileage? Just show me the car facts. Just show me the facts. Show me the facts about the case. Show me the case facts. Show me the reality. Show me the truth behind all of this. I need to know before I make a decision, before I make a rational decision as to this guy's life. His life is on the line for a lot of these cases. All three of the cases could land him in prison for the rest of his life. But this is what the interesting thing is. He sent a message via text message, I think it was, or something like that, to his daughter Love. I think his youngest daughter. And that's what shocked the world. Oh my God, he's sending text messages from like that has been going on for decades. Probably since the inception of beepers and cell phones, the proliferation of them. That's been going on for years. These inmates, I'm telling you, he hasn't been having the best food. He's not used to this kind of food. He's used to truffles and caviar and probably shark meat and stuff like that. I don't know if he has shark meat. That's a legend. I don't know, but that's what I'm saying. All right, question. Keith, why haven't you sent me any money? That's my question for you. What's up, Keith? I know it's 8:30. What time is it? And 7:19 in the morning. You're having your coffee and your biscuits or whatever the hell you're having in Japan. How many people do you think Sean Combs will implicate with involvements in his crimes? Guess because you're Keith and I know you're cool. And you've been supporting this journey of mine for the past almost I think a full year. Yeah. Sake, exactly. I knew it was sake. Is it coffee and sake? Can you mix them both? Is that a such thing? I'm gonna look that up real quick. Sake and coffee. Sake and coffee. A rich tasting drink for adults. Cafe mocha is a popular drink with chocolate syrup and milk, but adding sake gives it a rich taste like liquor. Okay, so there is a such thing. Sake cafe mocha. That's what you can have. You can have a sake cafe mocha, Keith. But let me answer your questions. I think there will be probably another 200 to 300 allegations to come. I could be wrong, and I probably am wrong, but I can just see if there's already 120, what's to stop more people from trickling in? If Ashley Parham is another example of somebody that is gauging whether they should be able to talk about Diddy or not, what's stopping anybody? What's stopping anybody from saying, yeah, well, I mean, back in 2002, he did something that I didn't like, and it was like, well, back in 1999, he was doing some things. Back in 2010, he felt me in a way I didn't appreciate. I was not comfortable with it. You know, what is the limit? What there is no limit. I mean, they'll take as many allegations as possible. Busby is the lawyer that's going to be going against him. Busby is the lawyer that's going to be going against him in the civil suit. I don't think this is a civil suit, though. I'm going to ask you a question, Keith. What is a civil suit? She's like, the way they're painting it in the media and the zines online, they're saying it's like a lawsuit. What? She was raped. That's a crime. Is there a statute of limitations on rape? I'm trying to remember the Cosby case. I remember there was a statute of limitations on some of the allegations, and they didn't come to the surface. They didn't materialize. They were left to the side. They didn't count. So that's my question. That's all I want to know. So you tell me that, Keith. I answered your question. You answer my question, please. So you have more knowledge than I. You have more experience than myself. So please let me know. I know we can joke back and forth about sake and and coffee in the morning, and it's 7:19. It's Thursday where you are already. And it doesn't show up in my analytics. You're in Japan, but I see Denmark, I see UK, I see Jamaica, I see Trinidad and Tobago, but I don't see Japan. I guess you need more people. I guess you need to tell more people about me. Tell more people about me. Got to put that out there. I was going to do a BT Hip Hop Awards recap, but it's not even worth it to do it. It's like it seemed like a funeral and like a new age funeral to me. It was just sad. It just didn't. There's a lot of female. I wasn't mad. Glorilla is sexy. Glorilla is a sexy young lady. She is very attractive. So is Tyler. Tyler looks like she weighs 80 pounds. Tyler looks very thin. She is super thin. She's sexy though. She's just real thin. She's got that accent. Popiano, whatever, a fusion of the pop and ampiano genres. Wow, okay. Yeah, they're very attractive. I wasn't mad at that. I wasn't mad at that. They had all the booty shaking and everything that you can take, and everything was that. But Diddy wasn't there, so it didn't matter. He can't. What's he gonna do? He can't perform anymore. No matter what. No matter what. I can't see him performing ever again. Even if he says I'm not guilty and I'm filthy, come on. Like I don't see it happening. I see like Cosby. He's been out of the limelight. He's counting all his deposits that he gets for all the stuff he's probably been doing since I Spy and beyond. He's probably still collecting deposits and living with Camille, and life is sweet, for him, in his decrepit, disgusting form. Because he was found guilty. He was guilty. They put him away for like 3 or 4 years, and they're like, well, let's overturn it and see. Will that happen with Diddy? Even if let's just say as conjecture, he is found guilty. Will those cases be overturned? Will he be found liable in the civil suit court? Okay, Keith says, I'm not a paralegal, but I think you, Skylar, are correct. In some states, there are no statute of limitations on SA cases. Exactly. There are no statute of limitations. And I think because there are no statute of limitations, like, okay, so she can't say that's a crime. She can't cause him to have another crime attached, but she can attach it as a lawsuit. Do I have that correct, Keith? Does that sound right? Like, it can't be a crime, but it can be a civil suit. And he can be liable for paying money to her if he's found, liable. Let me make sure I have that correct. Sheesh. It's like I'm telling you, it's no joke. It's no joke. It's like, how the hell did he find himself in a world of S? I'm trying not to cuss, y'all. I'm really trying not to cuss. How did he find himself in a world of S, y'all? Tell me this. He had this sweet life. If you got a $48 million mansion, you're sweet. If you give your mother a $2 million mansion, you're sweet. I'm not saying he's sweet, but I'm saying you're living a good life. It is, things is sweet. You have another mansion. That's sweet. That's the sweet life. Salute to Baja Jackson. Because he just sent in $11. I don't even know if he's in the room or not. He might be one of the three people. I know Keith is one of the three people. I don't know who the other two are. Let me see. So it was $11 raised. There he is. $11 raised. I knew he was one of the people. I knew he was one of them. So $11 raised. $149 to go. Let's get it. Salute. Keith, salute Baja Jackson. He's paying for you. He's paying for all y'all who don't pay up. He's always been on guard, he's in ready. Thank you, Keith. Salute to him. So just make sure he knows that he's more than welcome here at all times. Let me, at this time, do his advertisement. If you want to know about sardines on the grill, near beer or non-alcoholic beverages, beer specifically, strippers, all these things, and fried chicken as well, hit up BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube. That's B Jackson on YouTube. He's got all kinds of things that he's discussing. He's a great conversationalist. He's a great person all the way around. Never met him, only know him digitally, but he comes through with the bag. Anybody that comes through with a bag, especially, gets my respect. You get my respect if you're like Keith, that have been holding me down for the past almost a year or over a year. So I appreciate it. And so salute to Baja Jackson. Salute to this man. And Baja Jackson says, salute to Diddy. I don't know if I can say salute to Diddy, but I can just say he's innocent. I can say he's an innocent man. He deserves to have bail. He deserves to be in his Miami mansion on his lawnmower, sipping something strong, smoking a cigar in his underwear, talking to himself, ready to figure out what he's going to do about all these allegations and charges. That's what should happen. That's what I would like to see. I would love to see that. I would love to see that happen. But I think it's very interesting how the media They say, let me see, his daughter-in-law. So he's got access to Instagram. What the hell? He said, "Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, baby love, happy birthday to you." Heart pause. I don't know what the two. It looks like a pause. And Combs wrote to via Instagram on Tuesday, October 15th. Happy birthday at Love Sean Combs. Daddy loves you. So that must be a first for him. Combs announced his 7th child's birthday in December 2022 with a birth certificate confirming that Dana Tran is her mom. Combs is also dad to kids Quincy, Justin, Christian, Chance, and twins Delilah and Jesse. Less than 2 years later, Combs was arrested in September after facing several sexual assault and abuse allegations. He was later charged with sex trafficking and racketeering. One day after his arrest, a 14-page indictment was unsealed. Per the indictment, Combs would orchestrate freak-offs, which were elaborate and produced. Okay, nobody cares about the freak-offs. I'm looking for... Lead counsel Tony Busby shared in a statement to us. The cases are being brought for conduct that occurred over a span beginning in 1995 through 2021. Wow. Why not 2024? I mean, right up into the events. Why did it stop at 2021? All the events occurred in New York and are being filed pursuant to Victims of Gender-Motivated Violence Protection Act. 4 of the alleged victims in these cases are male, 2 are female. One was 16 at the time the alleged occurred. Okay, I'm not going to go into minors. Combs' lawyers denied the claims. Well, obviously, the press conference and 1-800 number that preceded today's barrage of filings were clear attempts to garner publicity. Mr. Combs and his legal team have full confidence in the facts, their legal and defenses, and the integrity of the judicial process, their statement read. In court, the truth will prevail that Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, male, man, or woman. Earlier this month, Busby claimed during a press conference that his firm and AVA Law Group are representing 60 men and 60 women who are alleged. It's a perfect down the line. Wow, I didn't even realize that. Victims of Combs, with more than 20 claiming to be underage. I'm not going to get into that. Diddy's lawyer, Erica Wolf, shared a statement with us in response. He cannot address every meritless allegation. Ooh, she said meritless allegation in what has become a reckless media circus. That said, Mr. Combs emphatically and categorically denies as false and defamatory any claim that he sexually abused anyone, including minors. Huh. Rick James, salute. Yeah, you can't say it. I'm happy you're alive, sir. Rick James. Salute to you. Keep in good health. Are you all right, Rick James? It's been a while. It's been a few. You missed my whole blow up. I was blown up. I hope you were okay because I was doing very well. I hope you were all right where you were. I know you were somewhere down there in Florida. Yeah, you were down there in Florida. Tell us about that, Rick James. We can put the show on lock right now. It's all about you, Rick James. What was it like? Are you okay? Are you stranded? Are you got the insurance? Did you get Home Depot and Walmart to help out instead of FEMA? What's going on, Rick James? Tell us the story. Were you watching episodes of that nun? I don't remember. Sister Who? Tell us what's going on, Rick James. You got to fill us in on pause on the details. Salute to you. Harambe Abs Sculler Sonder Singh. I'm good. I wake up in the morning, feel like P Diddy. I got Allstate. I'm in good hands. All right, so that's good to know. Are you in good hands? They're not paying me to say that, so I'm not going to say the rest. You know, I think I said too much already. But I'm glad, Rich. Seriously, in all honesty, in all sincerity, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad I hope your family is safe. I hope you're okay. I'm glad you have a phone or some kind of a MacBook or laptop. Found a gator in my bathtub. Good God Almighty! I couldn't even know what to deal with that. Oh my God! Were you flooded? So were you like was your house flooded and everything? Did you have major losses? What happened? And was it flooded? Everything destroyed? Wow. Sorry to hear that. Seriously. While you were going down, I was coming up. That's sad. I really do have compassion and sincerity for you. That's no joke. I mean, I'm glad you have Allstate. All right, what are you laughing at? What is so funny? What's so funny, Rick James? What is so funny? What are you laughing at? This is a serious situation. You said flooded, everything destroyed, like and everything, and then you're gonna laugh. I'm confused. My dumb ass is confused. I have 5 people in here, by the way. 5 people. All my dust went down the drain. Now I see the humor. I see the humor now. Well, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a good start. You don't have to do the dust anymore. You don't have to smoke water. Smoke on the water. First thing I replaced was the dust. Oh, okay, never mind. You just can't stop. You can't keep a good man down. He's gonna get up and do his thing. I'm all for it. I mean, I'm not for it right now, but I'm all for them legalizing the dust and everything like that. Now it's down to 4. Okay, I must have said something, off color. I don't know. I can never tell why people leave. Salute to Sean Diddy Combs, innocent until proven guilty. Salute to you, Rick James. That's all I've been saying. He is innocent until proven guilty. And he should be at home with the restrictions, with the ankle bracelet, with the restriction on females, all of that in place. That should be the reality. That should be the truth. He wants to take the spotlight away from the late great. Well, he's not late. He's not the late. You always say the late great. He's alive. He's very much alive. He's got 31 years, I think. I think he's got 30 years left of his sentence, which could be overturned. This is the weird thing about the justice system. People go home for earlier because of good behavior. People go home for overturned cases. You never know. Sir, we lost Lisa Payne. Lisa Payne? Who is Lisa Payne? I don't know who you're talking about, sir. You gotta explain further. Breaking news. DOA. Okay, who is this? I don't know who Liam Payne is. Who is Liam Payne? I don't know who Liam. Let me see. I'm not familiar. Oh, One Direction member. Oh, wow. He fell from a balcony, or was he pushed? Wow, Liam Payne. They're just saying he fell. They didn't say that he was pushed. Liam Payne. Thank you for see. I don't break all the news. Sometimes my live chat, they'll come in and tell me. Rick James has told me that. I did not know this. That's one thing I have to remember about the things I learned on this channel. I did not learn that Liam Payne was dead. I might have to change the title. and start talking about that. Let me see. Let me put that too. When did this just happen? Did this happen? And he's 22? He's 31. What are you talking about? He's 31. Liam Payne. Liam. Okay. I had to fix that. Announced 1 hour ago. Oh my God. So all these little white girls, and probably black girls and brown girls and red girls and yellow girls, are crying their eyes out right now. Maybe even a few guys are crying their eyes out right now. You know, he was a star. He was a singer. He was one of the leading people. I think they have a song that I like. They had a song? Let me see it. Let me see. Yeah. You don't know you're beautiful. Yeah, One Direction. Yep. I like that song. Damn. Oh, that was cold. That was cold. Beautiful girls, yeah. And that's why I go. He was free falling. He's free falling. That's how you gotta get out sometimes. What are the circumstances? See? We don't even know the circumstances of his death. We don't even know the circumstances of his death. We don't know if it was a suicide. We don't know if it was an accident. We don't know if it was intentional on somebody else's part. It was intentional by himself. It was a suicide, but it was intentional by someone else. It was murder. Fell off a balcony in Argentina. We'll come back to that. We gotta stay on Diddy right now. I'll probably, end the show with Liam. But yeah, Diddy back to 5. Hopefully that is because I changed the title. But yeah, Diddy is on like I think it's just the food. He's all right. He knew what it's like to live in, not the best conditions before, but he probably had banging food all his life. His mom probably cooked up a meal, something nice. He had personal chefs, I'm sure he had, that could, make, oysters and stuff like that, 2:00 in the morning. He can make fried oysters. I just think it's amazing the defense. I like how he has a woman, I think an Italian, and a Jewish woman. He's got, I think 2 are Italian actually. Rico, and I always say his name wrong. The Figlio, something. Diddy, Ang Angefilo. She was actually she issued appeals for both the FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried and rapper Sean Diddy Combs, both in the Metropolitan. So she's got 2 cases on her hands that are super high profile. Alexandra Shapiro, she probably is no joke. She probably, allegedly likes to get broken off in the bedroom, I'm sure. Allegedly. I don't know, but she probably has, she probably was like have, her head banged against the headboard. some real freak off stuff. That like I said, I had no problem with the freak off stuff as long as it was consensual and as long as it was it was not minors. It was all people that I was going to say majors. As long as they were people of age, 18 or older, and it was consensual, I have no problem with the freak off. No problem. And as long as nobody was violated in any way, no problem with the freak off. And that's the thing they try to focus on. Well, all these crazy parties. All these crazy parties. Well, yeah, you can have a crazy party just as long as nobody is doing anything untoward, doing anything that's criminal, anything that's vicious. I have no problem with it. But the media, outlets, they're trying to eat off too. I'm not mad at the media outlets. A lot of people say, "Oh, the media is just terrible. Oh, that's all they want to do is sensationalize." Yeah, that's how you get views. That's how you get people. I can't even go on a lot of news sites. It just hurts my head. The advertisements, Jesus, they got a video box in the corner on the left hand side. Well, this is my left hand side, but your left hand side. Then they got a bar underneath, telling about another advertisement. Rick James says, I would have gone to a Diddy party. I'm sure you would have, Rick James. You like yeah, what is it called? What is that? I had the Sister Who. Now, what was that other cross dresser? What was that with making the banana thing? What was that? What's the name of that? Unwind with the is it Unwind with the Sweeties? I think that was different. I'm talking about the lady that was, or the guy, not Obey the Walrus. No, the guy that had the implant that looked like it was paper mache breasts. Anybody remember what it was? Come on, Rick James. I know you know. RuPaul, not RuPaul. No, it wasn't RuPaul. But it was I'm trying to remember. Damn. Rick James. You're just being cool right now. Carmen? No, not Carmen. I don't think it's Carmen. Don't think it was Carmen. But the man is really a man. It was making some kind of banana special, something crazy. I don't know. It's not that important. Don't worry about it. If you can't come up with it, don't worry about it. But yeah, so it was Carmen, but there was more to the title though. It was like Carmen the blank 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 blank. Because I had to look it up. If I put in Carmen, they would have not understood what I was saying on YouTube. I had to put in something else, something else, something else. But like I said, if you can't come up with it, don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. I'm looking for it right now. Exactly. Banana Fiesta, Carmen's banana cookie. This I swear I don't even know. You say I know why. I know why you're gonna say, Rick James. You're gonna be like, oh, I get public access, channels, from my or your antenna or something like that. Which I don't even think they have anymore. Yeah, Objectivist show. Yeah. Look up the term Objectivist and Ayn Rand Institute. See if you can find that, or Ayn Rand lexicon. You're gonna find objectivity, but not objectives, I think. Or you may find objectives. Okay. My philosophy, in essence, is the concept of man as a heroic being, with his own happiness as the moral purpose of his life, with productive achievement as his noblest activity, and reason as his only absolute. No, not Elton John. That was Ayn Rand. Ayn Rand, the philosophy of objectivism. So I got dropped down to 3 people. It looks like it's Keith, Rick James, and Baja B. Jackson. Trying to get I'm probably never going to do the MacBook again. I'm not going to even tonight officially. I'm suspending the fundraiser for the MacBook. I'm not going to do it. I'll just get it whenever I get it. You guys don't have to worry about it. It's not that serious for the show. For you guys, for me, if I want to do Streamlabs, I think that's what it's called. I need to get a new MacBook, but I'm not going to put it on the audience to raise funds for it. So I'm suspending officially the MacBook Pro upgrade. For the it's still fundraisers. Don't get it confused. I need to fundraise for my life. I need to get the money for my lifestyle. Okay, don't get it confused. I'm still getting money, but not for the MacBook. So anyway, Diddy, it's just a mess. It's just a shame. It really is sad. Really sad. That's what makes you beautiful. That was a hit. One Direction. That's a shame. Looking at Liam Payne stuff. Either 2 places you're in, either dead or in jail. I'm talking about somebody that's in jail, somebody that's dead. And then sometimes you end up in jail, then you end up dead. It's just facts. It's the reality. Just the truth. Question. Skylar, will Sean Combs be granted bail? I think he will be, and I really want him to be. I want him to be, relatively free. I think he will be granted bail. It went back up to 4. I think he will be granted bail. I think the judges will be together, like, just let him go. For now, until the trial, just let him be out. I mean, like I said, they let murderers, and he has some serious crimes, and that's, detracting from that. But murder is probably the highest crime you can commit. You can take another human being's life maliciously. Killing is cool. You go to war, kill 200 people. Fine. Doesn't matter. It's war. That's what it is. Context. That's the whole name of the game. Context, ladies and gentlemen. Context is the whole idea behind all of this. Like we say the words murder and kill. There's a whole different meaning behind murder and a whole different meaning behind kill. If you kill someone, maybe you did in self-defense. Maybe you're defending the nation. You're defending something else. That's okay. Murder is when you deliberately and without any, consciousness, or you consciously, excuse me, the reverse. You deliberately and consciously take someone else's life. That's murder. That's homicide. That's manslaughter in some cases. There's so many different degrees. There's first degree murder. That's like you knew what you were doing. You had no question. It was second degree murder. Is like you were trying to hurt them and they died or something like that. There's so many different. I'm not a legal scholar. I'm not very good. I'm not very smart on that. So I don't know all the ins and outs, but I knew that's what reality is. So people with crimes like that have been let out on bail for those kind of crimes. Is there a difference? Killing I just said self-defense. If you kill somebody, that's okay. Murder, if you deliberately and consciously take someone else's life, and it is without not in the sense of self-defense or something like that, that's evil. That's vicious. That's wrong. Eye for an eye. Yeah. Well, there is such thing as eye for an eye, but not in the sense that there should be, you shouldn't be a vigilante. You shouldn't. If somebody murder your sister or your cousin, or your mother, your auntie, you can go eye for eye, but you're going to go to jail too. You're going to go to prison for killing that person. That's eye for eye. That's what eye for an eye means. You took somebody's life that was close to you, or there's somebody trying to kill you, and you go out and kill them or murder them, I should say. It's different. Bernard Guest, it's an interesting case. I don't even know if he did that much time. He probably did like a few years, but I think his idea was mainly self-defense. I like how Mr. Troy Star Terrain puts it. He puts it like, "Oh, you think you're tough? Here's another one. Pow!" That's Bernard Guest. Now you have who was I always forget his name. God damn. Train. The Long Island Railroad shooting. They're not telling me that everybody else has a name. Colin Ferguson. That's what I was saying. See, he committed murder. He just went crazy. That nigga went crazy. He was in. This nigga was crazy. He had his own defense. He was his own counsel. Nobody else represented him. So he was in front of the people like, so who was it exactly that did all the shooting? It was like the people that were in the audience around like, it was you. You were the one that was shooting. What are you talking about? Hemp Lord, salute. I'm doing a fundraiser Wednesday. Colin was a freedom fighter. Well, if firefighters fight fire and crime fighters fight crime, what do freedom fighters fight? That's all I gotta say on that level. So Hemp Lord, salute to you. Current. Hemp Lord, if you look into my the top chat where my name is in the white bar, Cash App is $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. Currently raising $149. You can chip in with $10. I didn't spell it right. God damn it. Let me do this over. Hold on. Just getting this right. All right, so I removed it. Hemp Lord, I'm currently raising $149. Help the show with a donation of $10. Thanks. So it's 7 o'clock on the dot. Let me talk about Liam. I'm gonna talk about Liam for a little while. I talk about Diddy the first hour. I'm just gonna do speculation the whole time. This whole hour, I'm gonna spend on what could have happened. There's 3 things that could have happened. 1, it was an accident. Nobody's to blame. It wasn't anybody's fault. He just happened to stumble off the balcony and he ended up falling from a tall building. Okay. 2, he committed suicide. It was intentional, but it was personal. It wasn't like anybody else was involved. It was just him. And 3 is, of course, murder. He was pushed. They said he fell from a balcony. It says former One Direction singer Liam Payne was found dead outside a hotel in Buenos Aires after falling from his 3rd floor room. Oh, so here we go with these goddamn ads. Jesus Christ. Argentine police confirmed on Wednesday. In a statement, the Capitol Police said they were called to the hotel in the capital's leafy Palermo neighborhood where they were notified of an aggressive man who could be under the effects of drugs and alcohol. Now it's getting special. The hotel manager said he heard a loud noise at the back of the hotel, and when police arrived, they found that a man had fallen over the balcony in his room, the statement said. Emergency workers confirmed the death of the 31-year-old British singer who was reportedly found in the hotel's interior patio. We're deeply saddened to learn of Liam Payne's tragic passing today. During this difficult time, our hearts remain with his family, loved ones, and fans, MTV said on X. Neither Payne's record label, Republic Records, nor its owner, Universal Music Group, could immediately be reached for comment. Payne rose to global fame as part of the since disbanded pop band One Direction, alongside Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, Niall Horan, and Louis Tomlinson. The boy band got its start after finishing 3rd on British version of the X Factor music competition show in 2010, but the group broke up in 2016 as its members pursued different projects, including solo careers. One Direction was ranked the 3rd greatest boy band of all time by Entertainment Weekly in 2024. According to Celebrity Net Worth, Payne's One Direction and solo career helped garner a net worth of some $70 million. Reporters at the scene saw crowds gathering outside the hotel where dozens of police and emergency services teams had cordoned off an area as night fell on the city. Local news outlet Todo Noticias TV interviewed Hernan Palazzo, who works near the hotel in the Palermo neighborhood, who said, the neighborhood is very shaken up. There's a lot of police, some fans arriving. It is very sad. Payne had a son named Bear with British TV personality and Girls Aloud singer Cheryl in 2017. Payne had earlier this month attended the concert of his former bandmate Niall Horan in Buenos Aires. I'm not reading anymore. I got other stuff to do on here. I keep forgetting stuff. And my hat was cut off. Damn it. Let me see. I gotta correct some stuff. Hold on. So it's back to 5 people in here. Might be because of Liam. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So yeah, he was worth $70 million. I don't know. He said. Then they said he was acting kind of drunk. He was on alcohol or drugs. South America, I don't know. You can get drugs down there. Like I understand, that's where it's grown. That's where it is. It's not especially in Argentina. It's most likely in Colombia and Bolivia. Cocaine, stuff like that. But, I'm sure you can get it anywhere in the world. You get. That's what's so like. If it wasn't so serious, it'd be hilarious. It'd be hilarious how it's so simple. You can get drugs anywhere, basically on any corner around the globe, anywhere. But no, virtually. Not some places are clean, but it's just tragic, sad. I didn't really bump one direction too much like that, but I know he had a following. I'm just going through, seeing what I can get. They're gonna have his bandmates. They're gonna come out. They're gonna say, we have our condolences, and they're gonna be shaken up and sad. So we're back at 3. 3 likes. I'm not mad. Not mad. Not gonna get angry. I need more viewers. But I got money today. Every time I get money, I'm happy because I put in the work. I do the research. I didn't do research on Liam Payne, but that just happened a few hours ago or an hour ago, somewhere around there. But salute to the fact that he has $70 million. And what did that mean? I'm not saying that money doesn't mean anything. Obviously, it means everything. But he may have had people that weren't too happy the fact that he had $70 million. I'm just all conjecture. It's all conjecture. He's putting it out there in the world. He's making it into his life. He trying to make a good life for himself. He met $70 million one direction. They obviously were worth $1 billion or something like that, because there were 5 of them in there. It's like 5 times 7. It's like they're close to. They're over a $250 million. Probably everybody that got money, at least $70 million, maybe more than that. The other members. Maybe I can mix in with, because there's very few details on Liam's case, but it's very detailed about Diddy. So I'm gonna try to blend it, mix it up. Go back to Diddy, then go to Liam. If there's new reports, let me see if there's any new reports. Page 6 is quick. They said he was having a lovely day. An eerie final Snapchat video posted hours before death. He was with his girlfriend, Kate Cassidy. They rose to fame from X Factor in 2010. Despite auditioning as a solo act, the singer was put into a group alongside Horan, Harry Styles, Zayn Malik, and Louis Thompson. I said that before. Yeah. Seriously. Suicide, foul play, or accident? That's my question. Seems like he was having a good day. But then they had reports about him being, Aggie, like he was on alcohol or drugs. Alcohol is a drug. So I don't know. I have no conclusion. I have no evidence. But this is what I think. I think that he may have had some kind of reaction with the drugs, and he probably couldn't contain himself, and he just went over the edge, and that was it. That was the whole issue. That's what I think happened. I can't claim anything else. Can't say anything else. But I think that's exactly what occurred. That's exactly what occurred. He had a terrible reaction, allegedly. This is all alleged. He had an alleged terrible reaction, and he couldn't handle it. He couldn't find himself in any way. I don't think any foul play. I don't think so. It was his girlfriend, not his wife. If it was his wife, then I'd be like, maybe she's trying to get the insurance money. That's a good payday. $70 million in assets. That's a good payday. But she ain't getting no money. I mean, I don't think he left her any money. I mean, you could leave it to other people, but I don't think he left it to her. I think she was just another skirt that he was able to pull. And I think, he may have had, too much to drink, or too much to smoke, or too much to inject, too much to sniff. He went to another level of thinking. Maybe he had some Tusi, like people like to call pink cocaine. This is all alleged. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just putting sauce on it. He could have had some Tusi. Very, possible that he could have had that. It's not impossible. He could have been just thinking about, his day. It's a good day. Like they said in an eerie Snapchat, he was talking about how things were going well. The group quickly became one of the biggest boy bands of all time, selling out arenas and releasing 5 studio albums before splitting up for good in 2016. His former bandmates have yet to speak out about his tragic death. In the years since their breakup, Payne was open about his struggles with drug and alcohol abuse. During a 2021 podcast appearance, the singer who admitted he struggled with depression and suicidal ideation. All right, gives a little bit more color to the situation. So he was talking about suicidal ideation. And this is it, kids. This is it. You have to be happy with money. You can be happy without money. You can have money and not be happy. But the ideal is to be happy with money. I hate that whole idea. We were, like Jay-Z even said, we were so happy poor, but when we got rich, that's when our signals got crossed and we got switched. Like, just because you're broke You're happy, and just because you're rich, you're miserable. That's bull. That's bull. That's BS. If you have money, you should be happy. You should be, because the reason why you had the money most likely is because you worked for it. Somebody worked for it. If you have a vast amount of money, and if it was left to you, so it was somebody's brow, it was somebody's sweat, and you are taking life in that was somebody else's work, somebody else's labor, and they said, you know what, I'm gonna give them $100 million, I'm gonna give them $1 billion, wherever the case may be, and there'll be a trust fund, baby, and do whatever they want to do with their life. They don't have to do any menial jobs unless they want to. They can do anything they want. They'll be set for life. They'll be set. They'll be all right. But somebody had to work for that in the beginning. It doesn't work as a trust fund baby just because you have a trust fund. And Dr. Jerome Brooks said, he had, I'm quoting a quote because he quoted. He said, I think it goes like shirt sleeves to shirt sleeves in 2 generations. I think that's when you have somebody that works for the money, then make a big fortune, gives it to the next generation, and they blow it, and then they're back to shirt sleeves again. So that's the reality that is played out in so many situations. And he said he had suicidal ideation. He has different mental issues. He had different problems. So we have to really take that into account. We have to really pay attention to that. I just hate when people say, like, money doesn't guarantee you happiness. Well, happiness guarantees you money in a lot of respects. If you're happy with what you do and you earn a modest wage, you should be happy with the money you make. You make $30,000 a year. You should be happy with that $30,000 a year because you earned it. People with $30 billion. And that's, people look at that like, $30 billion. I made that 2 weeks ago. Like, because there's people with hundreds of billions of dollars now. Elon Musk, I think, has like $235 billion. He's a troll billionaire. He's a super troll, but he's got hundreds of billions of dollars. I'm sure he's happy because he created these beautiful products. He helped to create PayPal, SpaceX, the Boring Company. All these different ideas came from him. I don't include Tesla because those are coal cars. They're made in factories run by coal, so they're not really necessarily. Sign of the times. That's right. Keith said it. Sign of the times. That's the reality, though. That's the function of what happens. And whatever was going through Liam's head, and I don't mean that facetiously, whatever it was, because you can say the pavement went through his head, no, but seriously, he was all right financially. It wasn't like he was at the end of his. That's the thing too. People say, like during the 1920s, like during the 1929 stock market crash, people committed suicide, put a gun in their mouth, jumped from buildings like he did, or maybe he didn't jump, or maybe he did. We don't know yet. It fell. We'll say that people fell from buildings. Ran on the train tracks, stuff like that. It's very sad situations. That plays out, rather sadly, very sadly. Now I'm down to one person, one viewer. Keith, I guess you're the one viewer. One viewer tonight. I don't think Hemp Lord is in here anymore. I told him to give up $10, and he was like, you know what? I'm good. But I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. I'm going back to the phone tomorrow. I'm seeing just to see because the phones slowed down. I mean, it was at like 100 and something, but it was at least at like 100 and something. But that even slowed down. I was like at 150, live, but it equates to like 9,000 later. It's crazy. It's wild. It's wild how the live is, and how it multiplies. It's kind of like exponentially. It goes by exponents. So Liam, I keep on thinking of her name. What is his name? Liam Payne. Liam Payne. Liam Payne, out of here. Out of here. Gone. No more. It's a wrap for him. It's a wrap for him. He's done. He's out of here. People say they hate life and they hate to live and everything like that. Life is wonderful. Life is beautiful. You got to realize that. I was watching Ricky Gervais, a clip from him. He had a beautiful explanation of death. And Stephen Colbert was asking, are you afraid of dying? He's like, I'm not afraid. Well, yeah, they're dying, but not dead. And he said, well, and what's going to happen to us after you die? The same thing is going to happen to you 13.5 billion years ago before you were born. It's the same thing. And then you got 80 or 90 years if you're lucky. He said lucky, but I wouldn't say lucky. But if you're fortunate, you get to understand that life is precious and make the most of it and be happy and be grateful and to yourself. And I'm not grateful to some mystical being or anything, but be happy and just joyful, because it goes fast. I'm not saying that life is short. It can be cut short, but life is fast. Life moves very fast. Skylar, if you lost your entire life savings literally overnight, how would you react the next day? Well, I would have to go back and find as many ways to get money. I have to, get on this internet, put out a collection bucket. But that's hypothetical. I'll allow one hypothetical a night, Keith. I appreciate you, though. Thank you. Thank you for sticking around. And what you have to go to work soon? What time is it's like? It's 8:22 over there or something like that. Yeah, 8:22. I appreciate you for sticking around. Talking about Liam Payne. Yeah, I said 8:22. Yeah. I didn't even realize. I'm not in the boy band. I mean, I was in that era. I was in the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys and Blink 180. Not Blink. They made fun of Blink 182. Made fun of them. What 98 Degrees. But Eminem got them out of here. I don't know how he got like One Direction. Like he let them slide. He let them go by. He was in his own world back then. I guess he was like, I'm doing recovery. I'm not even gonna be into trolling, boy bands and girl pop singers and stuff like that. So he didn't mess with One Direction. Now I understand. He may have had a song on one of his tapes, as we used to call them, on one of his playlists. I actually tuned in for the Diddy content. Oh. Well, this is news. This is news. I have to talk about it because it's new. It happened. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Keith. If you want to sign off, make it a 0. So be it. Do what you got to do. I know you tuned in for the Diddy content, but this is news. This is news. This is breaking. It just came out a little over an hour ago. I have to do at least a little bit on him. Pause. and get as many. See, 0. Okay, back. So I have 0 people in here right now. We'll see how many people can come in later. I have 35 minutes about that. But I'm going to continue. I'm going to fight on. I'm a warrior. So this is the warrior spirit shining through. So, Liam Payne, dead at 22. Why? Why is he dead? What? He had a beautiful girlfriend, money in the bank, vacationing, I would imagine, in Argentina. What went wrong? What was the issue? What was the problem? Was it the drugs and alcohol? Is that what stopped him? Is that what, ended his life? Is that what put him on permanent rest? You tell me. You are the ones that aren't atheists. You are the ones who are believers in the theory of God. You are the ones. I am not. I'm an atheist. As I said, I'm a non-believer in the theory of God. But you say that everything happens for a reason without acknowledging that everything that humans do should happen, ought to happen because of reason. That's the difference. That's the difference. Everything that happens ought to happen because of human reason, because of human thought. That's the reality. And we have to look at it as such. We have to look at it as the truth anyhow. And when people have been able to say things like, oh, I hate my life. I can't wait to die. I can't wait to get out of here. That's probably going to be a Christian or a Jew or somebody, a Muslim. Because that's their whole MO. They have to talk about things that aren't true. Like some mystical land beyond reality that they have to say and claim, well, can't wait to get to there. I can't wait to get to there. But go on with their lives. Drudgery, just half-heartedly, I guess, a little bit, yeah, why not? Just kind of, I guess, possibly, maybe. But not really full-on, engaged, loving life, soaking up every moment, taking in the different times. Never being able to do that. Never being able to officially do that in their lives. That's what's sad. That's really sad. I hear people say, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in life. I'm not going to commit suicide, but I don't want to be here. I don't want to be in life. That's really sad because all there is life. We're in eternity right now. There is nothing after this. And why worry about it? It's just like the alphabet. What letter comes before A? What letter comes after Z? Who cares? Think about all the beautiful letters, and that means reality and truth and everything that which exists. Think about all the different words you can create. Saying that in life. Think about all the different products you can create and all the different ideas you can make up and think about and consider. Think about that. Think about all the ways that you can improve your life. Make it even better than you thought you could ever do in your life and before. And try. Actually try and do. Try and do. Do things to help your life get better. Get it to a point where you can possibly make it even better than you could ever imagine. That's the whole goal. That's the whole goal of life. because you only get one. That's it. You get one. You get one shot at this. And I'm setting up price. Like, I was born in the capital of the first state on an Air Force base in United States of America in an election year, in the height of the crack era. I mean, I don't get to do that again. I didn't even have any control over that. I just happened to be. Those are extraordinary times that I was born into. Extraordinary. And I happened to be born into them. That's what makes it so special. That's what makes it so great. Is the fact that we have the ability to be, complete and understand how life works. Like, and I don't agree with everything that Anthony, what's his name? Not Anthony. Ricky Gervais. I don't believe in everything he says. He might be an atheist, but he's no objectivist. But that was a good line that he had. He said that. He was like, what were you doing 3.5 billion years ago? Like, who cares? It doesn't even matter. Your life now matters. Look at all the wonderful products that we're created. And that's another thing too. I hear about these goddamn commercials they have on TV and radio and in print about, that guy that just passed by on a Cybertruck, he doesn't need another tax break. He doesn't need a break. And like, it's such a lie. All right, take away the billionaires. Let's get rid of and the reason why they have billions. Not even just their money, just the reason why they have billions. And see how many of them started as small businesses. And that's not even the case. See how many of them had to struggle and find a way to do something and discover a new way of creating. Let's get rid of the billionaires. Yeah, get rid of billionaires. Sure. Why don't we? Because it's not about their money. It's not about their billions. It's about their minds. It's about their thought process. Get rid of Apple. Get rid of Google. Get rid of Samsung. Get rid of Chevrolet, Ford, everybody. Go down the line. Maytag, just all the people that makes all these beautiful and wonderful products. Get rid of them. See what happens. See if we don't go back to the dark ages. Literally, there'll be no light. And they want to demonize people that are productive. And they make sure to say billionaires, because everybody that's talking really are millionaires. Everybody that's saying stuff on The View and on news programs and TV shows and stuff like that, they're all talking about how billionaires and but some of them can be okay. It's okay to be some billionaires. It's okay. Jay-Z can be a billionaire. Rihanna can be a billionaire. Oprah can be a billionaire. Michael Jordan and Michael Magic Johnson can be billionaires. They're black. They're black. Oh, well, they're black and they made billions of dollars, and that's just great, wonderful greatness. Wonderful. Everybody can, say that that's fine. But a white man with billions of dollars and owns so many different pieces of property and land and off with his head. It's like, it's the weirdest thing. It's so bizarre that we have to live in times like that. So bizarre. LeBron James, he can be a billionaire. Larry Ellison, and then it's okay. And then white man can be kind of okay. I'm going to give away my fortune while I'm alive. I'm going to give away 98% of my money. I'm going to have $2 billion left or something like that. Something like that. That's how disgusting we are. That's how weird we are. It just galls me every time I see it. Talking about they don't need tax breaks. They don't need tax breaks. They don't need breaks. Well, everybody needs breaks, but the real culprit is controls and regulation. Controls and regulations. Those are the main thing. They're more important than taxes and people worried about how much billionaires make. It's a shame, really. It's really sad. And in America about to be, 300 years old in a few decades. About to be 250 years old in a few years. That's the reality of it all. That's the truth. That's what has to happen. I just think that's very disgusting that we live in times like that. That we have to have some kind of leniency for some billionaires. Somebody. Oh, y'all okay. Oh, you over here? Are you giving up your money while you're alive? Are you going to Africa and putting up malaria nets? What are you doing? We got to make sure if you're altruistic enough. If you're altruistic and capitalistic, we're going to put it together. Are you compassionate capitalist? What are you doing? You're okay if you are compassionate capitalist, which is ridiculous. It's just capitalism. Capitalist. That's it. It's really sad. It really is sad. It's really something that should be explored, should be tackled, and should be ultimately resolved. We're in an age where people are literally dying. People with $70 million. That's nothing compared to a billionaire. 70 million is made that last week. I'm good. But Liam Payne was in pain for whatever reason. He said he was, feeling depressed and feeling having ideation of suicide. Money is the root of all good, to be plain. It is the root of all good. Pardon me, I'm just trying to get this together. All right. So, money is the root of all good. And the love of money is the root of all good. Because a lot of people say that too. Money is the root of all evil. No, the love of money is the root of all evil, according to the Bible. But the love of money is the root of all good. There's a who said it? Somebody had a quote. I'm trying to remember. It was Mark. Okay. It was Mark Twain. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Yeah, exactly. That's the truth. So we really have to tackle these things. And no. Oh well, he had $70 million. Why was he? It goes very. It's a strong thing because money doesn't make you happy, but if you're happy, you can make money. Catch that? Money doesn't make you happy, but if you're happy, you can make money. A lot of people don't understand that. You can be happy as somebody that's making $20,000 a year. You can make somebody, you can be happy if somebody has $20 billion. That's the beauty. That's one of the greatest things in life, is to explore the different functions of people that have billions of dollars and what they do with it. Like, I was just watching a story on 60 Minutes with Steve Ballmer. He was a Microsoft fame. He's the really boisterous, very high energetic guy, and he's yelling and screaming and stuff. Like, he's the exact opposite of Bill Gates. Very quiet, on the surface. Bill Gates has been known to yell and scream too, but he doesn't do it too much in public. But yeah, so Steve Ballmer has, I think, $120 billion or something like that. He bought the Clippers. He revolutionized the game, literally. They've had winning seasons ever since he took over. And he's talking about, they had to give him at the last, time, like, what is he doing with philanthropy? What is he doing with philanthropy? What are you doing philanthropically? What are you doing with giving away your money? Why aren't you giving more money away? Why aren't you giving away your billions? Like, it's amazing. You make all this money just to give it away. And let's just say, what are you giving away to? To what organizations? Are you giving away to the Ayn Rand Institute or Snitch Network? Two very worthy causes? No. I wouldn't ever in my life do that. I couldn't do that. So we have to look at this stuff. We have to look at this stuff with an objective eye, an objective mind, really. Objective thought processes. That's how we have to view all of this. In the name of saying that we are a whole species, an entire species, a complete species, that we have to not damn billionaires, because it's not billionaires. It's the reason why they made their billions or how they made their billions. And we forget that. It's like, oh, we just say, oh, well, he's a billionaire. Oh, she's a billionaire. Oh, behind every great fortune is a great crime. That's BS. If I've ever heard it. That is extremely BS. That's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life. Saying something that is a great fortune, a great amount of wealth, said to have been caused by a crime. Are you kidding me? A crime has to do this. A crime. How does that even function? How does that even work? When a crime comes up. And they say that's the reason why they have so much money. Oh, that's the reason why, because, and they do, and they have some credence in some cases, like the Kennedys. Kennedy's, the father, the original man, I can't think of his name. I think it may have been Jack Kennedy as well, but the head Kennedy was a bootlegger. He ran alcohol during the Depression. So then he got a great fortune, and then they went into politics, and the rest is history. And then you look at like people like Jay-Z. He got a great fortune. What? Because he sold cocaine, sold crack cocaine. Now he has a great fortune. He's worth billions of dollars. But he has a foundation, and he has all these different programs, and it's just great. That's the strange part about all this. That's the weird part about all of this, is that we don't see it, that we don't recognize it. We don't always take it into account. That's the sad part. That's the part that we have to really acknowledge. You have to take that into account. All of this is, a grand scheme. And especially since Donald Trump is a billionaire and he's one of the horrific human beings ever, just as Kamala Harris is one of the most horrific human beings ever. She's no billionaire, but she can say, oh, most people aren't billionaires. He's a billionaire. I can turn on him. I can say, all these people like I'm named LeBron James and Michael Jordan and Oprah Winfrey, all these different figures, they can be billionaires. But oh, wait a minute, they don't like him because he's a convicted felon. Oh, we can go against him, but he seems like he can just get away with anything. He can get away with anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. How's it? She's not even like trouncing him in the polls. The polls are saying like he could win it all. They're saying like it's not like a runaway for her. She's gonna have to fight and struggle. It's not a runaway for her. That's the disturbing part. All right, one person who's in here. I can see one person that's in here. Go into the live chat and just say hello. Just say hello. Just whoever you are. Okay, and then go away. I love it. They come in, they're like, what is this nigga? I'm done. I'm good. Like, it's weird. It's funny. But it sucks because I like this horizontal issue. This is cool. I can go in the live chat and do in stream. I don't have to worry about pop. I don't get a lot of notices on my phone, on my MacBook. So we just have to be very conscious of. I don't care who you vote for. I may not even vote. I don't think I'm gonna be voting this time. I may have to sit this one out. Or if I do, it's gonna be like last time and time before. I'm gonna have to write in my votes. So one person, they go in, they go out. They go in, go out. It's gonna go up to like 8, I think. I'm gonna have at least 8 people. I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna do this again until I am fully established, completely established. I'm just looking at my phone. Just looking at my phone. And I got a subscriber. That's all right. The views went down tremendously, but I got a subscriber. Maybe there is a God. No, of course there is no God. I'm just joking. But yeah, I picked up subscribers. It's just the viewers, and I need the watch hours because that's the most important. The watch hours is important. Views are cute. Views don't matter. They're like chicken feed. They add up, but they don't really tell the true story. They don't tell the tale. So, and all that has occurred with Liam Payne, salute to him, rockin' power. I didn't really pay attention to him like that. I didn't even know he was a member of One Direction, to be honest with you. I heard of Harry Styles, of course. I think he had the most successful career out of all of them. But the guy said $70 million. I mean, that's still good change. That's a good hunk of change right there, $70 million. That's a lot of money. He had a beautiful girlfriend, living it up in South America. That's extraordinary. That's something to look at. Definitely. But he had suicidal ideation. He was on alcohol and drugs, allegedly. Allegedly. We don't know. We just have to, take into account all the different parameters and different ideas and different thoughts that go into suicidal ideation. I've had not suicidal ideation, just like if the car was in second gear. It's like the Friend song. It's like you're always stuck in second gear. I have terrible singing conditions, but that's something else. But it's like the car is stuck in second gear. I can't go anywhere. I can't move. I've had those days. Now I'm running. I'm definitely on the fast track. And that's the late great Paul Mooney once said. You're either doing one of two things in America. Either you're running scared or you're running free. How you're running. And I'm running free. And Diddy, I think he's too much of a gangster and a boss to let his fortune slip away and his ability to be. I can't see him ever being in the spotlight ever again. I can't see him ever being in the glow of the limelight. Can't see that happening. Because how can you take him seriously? Even if he's innocent. He's innocent, but even if he's found not guilty, you cannot look at him the same way. You cannot see him in the same. People can't see him the same way from the Cassie video. The Cassie video had, its own kind of. This guy really, and then his legal defense team was saying that the government leaked the camera, the footage. Why didn't they say that when it happened? Why didn't they say, the government leaked the footage? Yeah, Homeland Security, they leaked the footage. Which I would imagine they haven't said is a crime. I guess it's against your First Amendment rights that you can't have videos of yourself beating your girlfriend. I don't know. It's weird. This is just a strange situation. Very strange situation. So we have to, I say we have to, but we ought to. We ought to look at these situations and take them as actual functions of what it's like and the mind of Diddy. What's going on in Diddy's mind right now? If he's able to send text messages, things aren't that bad. The food may be bad, but his living conditions got to be pretty good. He's probably got a mink floor, mink on the floor, keep his feet warm. He's got his own shower. He's got his own, area to freshen up. How's that haircut going? If his hair is crazy, it's got to be gray right now. He doesn't have that Caesar cut, that clean Caesar cut with the waves on swole. Probably doesn't have that. It's probably grown out, real gray. We haven't seen any pictures of him, but, I can only imagine what it's like. Whoever you are, that one person, whoever you are, just type in hello in the live chat. Whoever you are, the one person in my live. I'm talking to you. Talking to you. Whoever you are. I appreciate you for being here in the waning moments of the show. Two people, both of you, say hello right now. Because this is what happened. Okay, it went out. So that one person, say hello, whoever you are, in the chat room. I'll wait. But I have to talk to you while you're doing it. I mean, like I said, people talk about the baby oil and the freak offs and something like that. That's cute. There's so many jokes. You know what I mean? But was it really baby oil? Were those freak offs consensual amongst adults where no one was violated? How many of those cases are true? How many are just conjecture? How many are real? How many have the stamp of approval on all of them? In the mind of whoever they are. This is what I really want to know. This is like the nitty gritty of all of this. Because Diddy, he was either almost a billionaire or made it to be a billionaire, then lost it. He's definitely not a billionaire now. But at one point, I think in his lifetime, he was at least a billionaire. And he had worked for it. There was a time where he had put in work for it. But he wasn't what he always was. They say he's a rapper. Is he really a rapper? It says a producer. He's got the hitman. Come on. He's a songwriter. Well, he's got Mark Curry. He's and a host of others. He was an ambassador for the Ciroc brand. He's no longer tied to them. So what can be salvaged? What can be saved? That's my question. That's my entire question. So we have to very keenly observe this whole debacle. And it is a debacle. Something that wears on me because I'm doing it almost every day. I skipped a day to see that. I wanted to do a full Diddy this day, but I know Liam Payne passed away. I wanted to try out, see if I can better understand his situation, what happened to him, rock and power, like I said. But I'd like to thank you all, every person that came in, left. Still here. One person still here, scared of the chat room. But I appreciate you anyway. But thank you very much. I appreciate everyone that came through. And I will see you sometime tomorrow. And I will most likely be talking about Diddy. That will be sure. And vertical stream, not horizontal. Thank you very much. Take care.